Adventure isn't something that just happens these days. We don't live in a world where you can expect to thwart bank robberies, fight dragons, or discover lost treasure on any given day. If you want to have a story to tell your friends about your death-defying escapade, you have to be able to go out there and make it yourself. Rock climbing is such an adventure. Recreational Equipment Inc., or REI, was looking to create a mobile platform to help climbers stay more informed about their hobby. Our team, the Mighty Fuddy Shushbugs, took the challenge to create the #1 platform for climbers to stay informed on their hobby every day of the week, whether they were climbing or not. Take it away, Nicole.
So let's meet the design team that made it happen. I'm Nicole, and I'm going to walk you through the discover phase, take you through some research, then I'm going to hand it off to Kelly. She's going to walk us through define, then to Leah with design, and finally Duffy with our final prototype. So diving a bit deeper into our agenda, we're going to walk you guys through our competitive analysis, some mood board and sketches. We're going to go through our wireframes, and then our final prototype and next steps. So kicking off with discover, our user research. So we set out to understand how users use apps to track their fitness and climbing goals. So we did this through user interviews, and here we go, there's the page. So we did this through user interviews, and we really wanted to understand what features are most important to them. So what are users wanting when they're tracking their fitness, and what are they needing when they're climbing as well? And we found some interesting things. So our 3 high-level things were tracking, sharing, and community. We found out that 90% of users wanted to be able to track their climber workout, meaning they wanted a place to be able to save their data and save it in like some type of profile, as well as 6 out of 6 users wanted to be able to share their climbs with friends. So sharing and the social aspect was a big component of this as well. And then 4 out of 6 users wanted to engage with other climbers. So the community aspect was important, and people wanted to learn and grow and talk to each other on this app as well. So we took this information and we wanted to dig a little bit deeper into the category and look at our competitors' features analysts. So I'll let Duffy take it from here.
Thank you, Nicole. I performed a feature analysis of the several competitors, but only observed one direct competitor, the MTM project app, that fulfilled the tracking, sharing, and community needs that our user interviews identified. The problem was it was limited to an in-app forum, something you'd find on a dial-up modem in 1996. That said, there were plenty of other apps that did meet these needs in unique ways. Like 27 Crags offered a highlighted path on the cliffside for users to follow, and different running apps offered live tracking of workouts. Now, let's get into the define phase with Kelly.
So getting into the define phase, let's talk about a persona, problem statements, and some how might we's. Starting off with the persona, let's meet our outgoing climber. So this is someone who's in their 20s to 50s, and based on our user interviews, we found that the average age was about 30 to 40-year-olds, and they're active, thrill seekers, they have an active lifestyle, and they're very much fitness focused. They're very eager to start their climbing journey, but they've hit some roadblocks when it comes to finding apps or tools that really fit their needs. They want to be able to not only share their progress with their personal groups, but also a larger community. They want to be able to not hold their phone in their hands when they're climbing, and they really want to be able to store their data, that privacy feature. So based on that, we came up with the problem statement for the outgoing climber. So the outgoing climber needs a mobile app that's able to track, plan, and share climbs with friends so that they could feel a part of the climbing community. One of our first how might we statements is how might we create a social sharing opportunity that really allows climbers to connect with not only their friends, but also share their progress. How might we also design a safe and intuitive planning and tracking system that really adapts to climbers' goals and preferences? And finally, how might we exactly enhance community interaction and foster that sense of belonging among climbers with shared goals? Based on all of this, we're going to dive into the design phase where Leah will be talking more.
Thank you for that, Kelly. I'm super excited to share with you our journey of collaboration and inspiration in creating this user-friendly application. Our color palette, which consists of a serene dark green, pure white, deep black, natural neutral, and a sunset orange, brings the beauty of the mountains to life. Drawing inspiration for the colors from our REI's shopping website, with a modern touch, we decided to carefully craft a sleek design that not only reflects our love for nature and adventure, but evokes excitement in our fellow climbers. We started by using these common colors and contemporary style to create not only an elevated look, but a welcoming space for climbers. Our goal was to create a deep connection to our community and the great outdoors. Based off of our research, our median age range for our users was between the ages of 30 to 40, so we decided a more simplistic approach would work best. We then began our collaboration. Together, a team with different perspectives, we brainstormed and began to ideate. We didn't just look inwards for ideas, but drew inspiration from various resources, such as other apps, user feedback, and nature. We started sketching ideas on paper and FigJam, which allowed everyone to contribute their ideas to finally create a vision of what this application should look like. As we started to translate ideas, these ideas took shape and we turned them into wireframes, visual blueprints that outline the app's layout and functionality based off of our user feedback. An easy login sign-up page, multiple login options, a navigation to allow climbers to plan their climb, as well as an information page for climbers to choose an easier or more challenging climb. A timer to keep track of not only your climb, but your health as well. As well as the option to share with your results with your friends and community. Take it away, Duffy.
Thank you, Leah. So we performed usability testing on this mid-fi prototype with 6 users for about 30 minutes each over Zoom. Our goals were to have people find a climb, start it, share their results, and interact with others in the form of a like on the community page. Our feedback showed us that while it was engaging, the flow left some users slowed down with errors resulting from not knowing where to go next. We also got some feedback about users not knowing they could scroll down, not liking the number of clicks they had to do to get places, and unclear cues for continuing their tasks. With this feedback, we took time to sketch out new designs for the hi-fi wireframes and prototype, aiming to make the app lean more towards an informative design for climbers and welcome them to interact with one another while featuring a more streamlined design. So we got to work putting these changes into the hi-fi design. Our hi-fi design sought to clean up the more garish design of the mid-fi using more muted colors and images of mountains and wilderness to create a great, relaxing experience. Looking at the hi-fi prototype, we can log in. As we see here, the carousel has been reduced in size, so it no longer looks more like a storefront. We have information about the climber's activities more above the fold. We also have highlights of specific climbs that they could take part in, not necessarily tied to the location, as well as a connection to the community. Taking the call to adventure, we can find a climb, and we see the map has been reduced in size from the mid-fi to give more room for the filters down below. Scrolling down, we can see a listing of the individual climbs, where our difficulty has been replaced with the French climbing grading scale on each of the listings, as well as the average star rating for each. I can filter these down, let's say going for an outdoor climb, that is going to be at a grade of 2, and click on the listing. From here, we can see that we have more information about the climb, and I can also click on location to be invited to navigate there. Selecting the climb, I see a picture of the location, as well as a weather report for its current status. I have tags, info and expert advice, reviews, media, and also products that REI sells that can assist in this challenge. Selecting the path of grade 2 sunny day, we have a drawing on the map, and I can start. We have a timer, which I can abandon this exercise by going back and clicking the X. I have an SOS, I have a pause to stop, all with hands-free operation using voice controls. I also have more available analytics of my climb. I can log these results or just go straight share with friends. I can upload a photo, just take a picture. I have my analytics, as well as the ability to add comments and rate. can also share this on my socials. Posting, I see the community page has information from my local community, and I can interact with them to cheer them on. Take it away, Nicole.
So we're really excited about our progress and our next steps. For research, we're hoping to A/B test this with key users to validate some design decisions and also just see how our app feels to the community. For design, we're also wanting to add in some more relevant features to climbers to make the experience even more elevated for them. For accessibility, we want to make sure our app is like fully accessible for everyone, adding in alt text, contrast checking, and also making more hands-free options for climbers to use it since safety is such a big priority here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for your time, and we hope we've inspired you to go find out your next adventure.